Hi my friend, this is Celestia. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Ever since October ahead, I just feel really witchy. I'm expanding my reading to new territories as I'm acquiring a lot more new decks. And in today's reading, we're going to use this Psychic Tarot deck by Holland. He is a world-renowned medium and psychic. I've watched his video a lot over the year, and I'm so excited to finally work with this deck. And as I'm learning about all the cards and their meanings, I do feel a very strong connection, and these cards are really helpful. So I'm excited for the readings today. Today's reading, we're gonna do a simple reading. It's only gonna be 5 cards, and the 5 cards is gonna be representing your distant past, recent past, your present moment. The last 2 cards are going to be about your near future and distant future. As always, you will have 3 piles to choose from. Look at these 3 images and see which one resonate with you. If none of the images resonate with you, then think of number 1, 2, 3 and scroll down to the description box. Click on the correlated timestamp for your reading. Today's reading, you are welcome to choose multiple piles as you wish. And I will see you at your reading. Hi Pile 1, if you pick this image, this is your reading. For distance past, you get number 2, Intuition. This card is equivalent to High Priestess in the traditional tarot. For recent past, you get number 3, Partnerships and Alliances. This is equivalent to 3 of Wands in traditional tarot. To describe your current energy, we get number 7, the Crown Chakra. Crown Chakra is one of many chakras that we have. There are 7 best well-known chakras, and Crown Chakra is referring to the one that on top of our head is connected to the spiritual realm. For the immediate future, you get number 13, Transformation. And for the distant future, you get number 9, Material Harvest. I am really excited about your reading, Pile 1. Let's dive into these cards one by one. But to give you a summary, I really appreciate that you end up in my channel because we can use this reading to acknowledge you and to celebrate you. Now, let's look at the first card of your distance past, which is 2 of Intuitions, the High Priestess. With this card, I see that you've gone through a spiritual awakening. This is from the distance past, which could be 2 years ago, which could be 5 years ago, several years ago. I feel like you've been doing it for quite a while, that you were able to be in tune with your intuition, recognize the signal from the universe, whether it's from synchronicity or coincidence. What is synchronicity? It could be you keep hearing a name, a book, a coach, and then you dive into it. You read the book, you went to the seminar, you take that course, and you learn some important lesson. This could also be you keep hearing about the places. It could be Sedona, it could be Costa Rica, it could be Milan. Things happen to you and you start noticing the pattern. This card is to acknowledge you for all the details that you will pay attention to. Because from paying attention to these details, I see that there's an ankh in front of this woman's chest. And it shows me that you were in tune with your spirituality. If you were religious before, maybe you've grown more close to the divinity that you worship or you praise to. If you were not spiritual before, I see you recognize the power of the universe, of the source. Either way, you are not just in the 3D realm anymore. You have developed your ability to connect to higher power. This card is also showing me that you may have been taking steps to help you heal or help you grow spiritually. You may have had hypnosis session. You may learn how to meditate, do yoga, something that help you to open up your sixth sense, something that to align with all your chakras and be more connected with spirit. This card is also showing me that you have been turning inward through your meditation or reading books. You've learned a lot and you've grown a lot on the soul level, on the deepest level. This is definitely an encouragement and acknowledgement of all the efforts you've made in the distance past. It showed me that you were able to pause and open up your mind and pay attention to knowledge, to details. So good job for that. And then we move to the recent past. You get number 3, partnership and alliances. This card is showing me that in the recent past, you have made new friends, found your soul tribe, make business alliance with partner that have similar goal with you. You've made a huge step forward to pursuing your dream. This could also talking about love relationships, but because this is 3 of 1, it's mostly intellectually. It's more about the intangible that you make these alliances, because it's not a cup card, it's a 1 card. 3 of 1 also show me because it's right after the 2 of 1. 2 of 1 is you plan, you put effort, and you plant the seed. 3 of 1 is the energy of you are able to pull yourself out from that situation and look from a higher perspective, more strategically. You are at a place that you've already planted your seed and you are able to see the flower bloom, and you know it's just a matter of time that you are going to rip the fruit. This card is also showing me that you might have reached small milestones in the recent past. You've met your goal. No matter how small it is, it could even be starting a YouTube channel instead of start making a lot of money. That step 0 to 1 is one of the most difficult steps. So many people stopped even before they started. I've heard a saying that everyone has this $1 million idea, but it end up with whoever started it and implemented it right will be on top. Spirit and your guides are very proud of you for taking that first step and start putting yourself out there. Oh, one other thing, because I've been learning about this Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by Holland, I have been watching his video and reading the guidebook from this deck, and over again, he keeps saying that you have to meet the universe halfway. For example, you're manifesting a relationship. You have to put yourself out there somehow. It's impossible that you sit on your couch every day and the perfect match is going to show up on your doorstep. It is almost like winning the Powerball. The probability is too low. So we are really proud of you that you made your steps to go after what you want. And this first step is very critical for your eventual success. This card can also talk about make sure that you pay attention to the balancing of your alliance, of your partnership. It should always be give and take. If the partnership is draining you, bringing you low energy, a lot of negativity, it is worth to reassess the situation, because you want to align yourself with someone that's positive, that's motivated, that have similar goals, and put the best interest of this alliance before personal gain. So you want to pay attention to that. By achieving balance, we can look for the optimal result. We're looking for a win-win situation for everyone that's involved. We're not trying to be, for example, 5 of 1 or 7 of 1. It's not about me winning and you losing, but it's about everybody win, get the best outcome possible. This card can also talk about realize that success comes in many forms. It's not just about the pentacle, about the coins in your bank account. Most essentially, how successful your business is going to be is about the relationship you have with your critical partners, with your key clients, with that few individual that will bring you and uplift you to that success. Remember the 20-80 rule. Usually the most successful ones are only 20%. And the 80% make a lot of effort, but they probably end up making, for example, 20% of the industry total. I see that you are definitely on the right path. You are making important alliances along the way with the right partner in all aspects of your life. And there are a lot of lessons to learn, of course, but keep doing what you're doing. It's not time to give up. And you have so much to look forward to with the 3 of Wands. Now, we move to your current card, which is number 7, the Crown Chakra. The 7 chakra cards are unique cards in this particular tarot deck. They don't have the core cards, but they are the 7 chakras. When I look at the image, I feel infinite potential. There are still a lot of moving pieces in your life. You are still not where you want to be eventually, but know that life is the journey. Life is not the destination. this whole journey every day, every second is life. It's good to have the ultimate goal, but I see that you still have a lot of things that you want to learn, you need to learn, and you are aware of your shortcomings and your strength. You are so sure about yourself. By saying that, I mean, you know yourself, you know who you are more than any of the past that you've had for however long you've lived. And with the 7 chakra card, I see that you are connected to the divine. You are honing your spiritual gifts. You recognize how important they are because clearly you've made some really good decisions in the past, and it can be your intuition led you to a place, to an event. You end up meeting this partnership or alliance that you made in the recent past. And this recent alliance is very, very solid with great foundation. Maybe you met your soul tribe in your soul family, and that is the form relationship that you are building with this, whether it's an individual or organization. You should be really proud of yourself, Pawan. This is hard work you've put in because so far we haven't seen any pentacles. It may not have turned into financial abundance or solid real estate, concrete evidence that you can prove to a lot of people. But you know inherently in your heart all the hard work you've learned and all the growth you've made. Right now, it is a time to acknowledge yourself and continue to live your life following the flow of what divine, your spirit guide, or even your higher self had planned for you. The crown chakra also represent our higher conscious, the wisdom, the spiritual knowledge that we possess or we are here to learn. Right now is a time for you to continue your learning. This is a never-ending growth. We're going to dive into your recent future and the distant future soon, but I do feel this infinite expansion of your life. And you are aware of this, and you are aware of your power. There are a few things I want to make it clear. First of all, what you do today will impact your future. So pay attention to who you hang out with, how you spend your time, what project require most of your attention, because that will predict your future. Without psychic reading, you will know if, for example, you run every day, you're going to be healthy. But also the shadow side is pay attention to your knee. You got to protect your body part. Exercise in moderation. If you don't have good knee or you want to protect your knee, maybe consider swimming instead. Anyway, your current action and how you spend your energy will dictate your future. It's the first thing I want to communicate with this card. The second thing is that Celestia is here to tell you that the world is your oyster. Doesn't matter what age you are, how old, how young, the future is infinite. You gotta believe in yourself and believe in the power. Never tell yourself that I can't do it because I didn't go to college, I didn't have good grades, my parents are not rich, I have all these limitations. If you have a goal in mind and you resonate with that goal deeply in your soul, you will find a way to achieve it. Well, I'm saying that doesn't mean that Celestia doesn't have limitations. I have my own shadow to work with. Know that we will reap what we sow. And what we are sowing today is going to reap a few weeks, a few months, a few years down the road. So pay attention where you spend your energy. And I think you can have a lot of insight from meditation, going inwards and be in tune with the divine. Now, we're going to talk about your near future. We get number 13, transformation. At first, when I look at this card, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I love this fairy. She does look like, I don't know what's going on. Probably something really sudden or out of norm is happening right in front of her eye. That's why she looked like. But know that she is a fairy and she is protected and she have her tools. She have angels around her. And then when I look at the meaning for this card, this is number 13, the death. This is... Okay, let's talk about this death. Something is going to happen in your life. That's an ending of a cycle that is very unlikely to be an actual death of someone, but it's more about a project coming to an end. You realize that, oh, I've always been thinking this way and this is abnormal. This is not right. And because I'm shifting my energy and I see the world differently now, I'm shifting my perspective. and I see how odd it is and I'm going to change it, or I'm going to shift my energy. Number 13 is about recognize you have to let go of the old to make room for new possibilities and opportunities that come into your life. You, as we said earlier, have infinite possibility. You are a great creator and manifester. There will be erupted changes happening in your life, but you are called to recognize your power and be brave. Have the courage to face it head on. Know that you are protected at the end of the day. Even this experience is going to be unpleasant, it still is a growing opportunity and there are lessons to learn. This world is not as random as we think. If an unpleasant experience happened to us over and over again, it's really a sign from the universe for us to stare at it head on and change our way of thinking and way of doing. And I see that this is an opportunity. And to be honest, death is created on planet Earth so that we can rejuvenate, we can resurrect. We have this chance to get rid of what doesn't serve us anymore and move on to the future. Treat death as the opportunity. Don't fear death. We can be still. We can meditate. But even when we're meditating, our blood is still flowing. We are still breathing air. Our life doesn't end. This transformation is inevitable and it is good for you. It may be a little shocking or a little surprising, but know that it's coming and you just have to be prepared and be calm. If something unpleasant happens, take a deep breath, go for a walk, meditate, and tell the other party or the situation like, I need some time to think it through. This is the flow of life and this is what life is all about. Be grateful that you have opportunity to transform yourself. Imagine a life that never changes. I don't know who can live like that anymore in the 21st century with the internet, with technology, with AI. This is an opportunity for you to really resurrect from your past, from what no longer serves you. So look forward to that. Face the opportunity head on. This is a huge growing opportunity. And if you don't like that opportunity and you don't feel resonant with it anymore, know that you can always move on. You can choose to relocate. You can choose to change your name. You can look to change your whole wardrobe. There are things you can do that's within your power and control to make yourself feel grounded. So do that when you have to. Now, last but not least, we're going to look into the distant future. And you got 9, material harvest. This is 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is a card of independent. It's self-mastery, self-sufficient, and being able to enjoy the present moment because you made all these beautiful things happen. Now, interestingly, with this 9 of Pentacles, though, when I look at this card, I'm like, I thought 9 of Pentacles is about abundance. But this guy literally have a bottle of water, maybe another beverage, maybe milk, apple, pomelo, a bag of rice, some coin in front of him. It's not a lot. It's not what I would consider abundance. But then if you look behind him, there is halo behind his head. So he is spiritual. He is connected. He can access that universe knowledge. Right next to him, behind, is the blueprint for 2 beautiful buildings. What this card is telling me is that your future is going to be continue learning, perfecting your craft. Let us be realistic. When you start something new, let's just take an example of making money. You're going to make enough money to buy water, and then you're moving on to apple and then more expensive fruit. Maybe you eventually can afford wine, spices, and you can even accumulate some savings. But these things happen one step at a time. This card is showing me that you need to be patient, especially with the Pentacle energy. It's slow. Pentacle is the earthy energy. They are the slowest of the 4 elements, but know that this is a never-ending learning process. You're gonna manifest small material harvest first, and then step by step, you may move into real estate, having your first apartment, rental property, and then it will turn to 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit, and then eventually you are gonna own buildings. That's just a metaphor. But I see that this is a never-ending experience, and you will draw from your intuition, your knowledge from the 3D and from the universe, as well as partnership, really strong alliance to help you manifest your dream, whether it's material dream or some other dream. But with the Nine of Pentacles, it does seems material to me that eventually you're gonna feel fulfilled for the material harvest that you did on your own. And remember that inevitably there are going to be transformation. There will be surprises along your journey, but that's to make you grow. Every time there's an uncomfortable situation, it is the catalyst to make you grow exponentially. Throughout your life, you're going to transform and grow so much, Pile 1. Remember to acknowledge all the effort you've made, regardless of the form. It can be spiritual, it can be mental, it can be knowing your value better, it can be in tune with your spiritual gifts, you can be a better channeler, and it can also be manifest your financial abundance, making that however amount of money your energy is attracting. Always celebrate your success, because this is a never-ending journey until the day that you lose your breath. But that's down the road. Your life is about spiritual growth. It's about being able to use the resources in your hand to harvest that financial abundance. With all your cards, you get number 2, 3, 7, 13, and 9, and they add up to number 7, which is your present energy, the crown chakra. It really makes me feel like this is a spiritual journey that you are embarking, and with this spiritual journey, eventually it's gonna bring you tremendous financial gain, material harvest. And know that material harvest, financial gain doesn't necessarily mean a huge bank account. It can come from your real estate investment. It can come from inheritance. It can from gifting. For example, influencers, they get invited to nice places. They don't have to pay for it, but they become a part of their lifestyle because their influence. And influence is energy. And I'm telling you, money is energy too. We don't even see cash or coins anymore. We can literally pay with our iPhone. It's give and take. Treat money as energy. I think it will help you understand money better and how to harvest that financial that you deserve. Pile 1. I hope this reading makes sense. Give me a thumb up, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Hi Pile 2. If you pick this image, this is your reading. For the most distance past, you get number 7, choose wisely. This card is equivalent to 7 of Cups. For the near past, you get number 4, authority. This card is equivalent to the Emperor. For the present moment, you get number 2, the waiting game. It is representing 2 of Wands. For the near future, you get 9, spiritual strength. This is equivalent to 9 of Wands. For the distant future, you get 1, love begins. This is Ace of Cups. So let's dive in these cards one by one. With 7 of Cups, I see that in the distant past, you've went through struggles. This is a stressful period. This is a lot of scattering thoughts, people sharing their unsolicited opinion with you, telling you what you should do. It could be the media. You see newses or even social media. People have all these different ideas and you feel pulled by different directions. It could be your family or friends. They might even tell you who to marry. They really want to get into your business. It is a sense of earning for independence. You want to be able to make decisions on your own and not be persuaded by other people, because some of these people could be very influential, but what they want is not necessarily you want, and the feeling was so strong that you had to distance yourself from all the distractions and the noises. And I feel like some of these opinions were not friendly. They were coming from the ego, come from society, come from the culture, even they call it tradition, but in your heart, you didn't resonate with them. Some of these suggestions or expectations were unrealistic. And inside of your heart, you want to be free. You want to be like the bird flying in the sky, but you had this constraint. And eventually, you take time to yourself to analyze your situation, to look into all the details and make your own decision. And another thing is, with all these hands pointing different directions, it could be people that they love you wholeheartedly, but they were not in the position to give you educated advice. Either they didn't go to the school, or they are not an expert on the subject, or they were not someone that you are aspired to be. You didn't want your life to turn into like theirs. And in the near past, I see you step up, really assume that leadership role in your life and standing your ground, be confident even assume your muscular energy. It doesn't matter your gender or sex. I'm talking about the energy. Muscular energy is affirmed. They're the leader. They know what they want and they are go-getters. They take actions and they don't let people persuade them. I see you assuming that role. You were learning things on your own. You almost either didn't trust these people or you were like, this is enough. I really need to do it my way and on my own. And this is when you assume the leadership of your life. You became the director of the movie that you're playing in. You become the driver of your destiny. I like how this emperor figure is kind of like, he is not gonna be pushed around by people. And he is confident, but he's not arrogant. He still seems down to earth, but he knows his stuff. And that's what you have been working on recently, is to be grounded and assume your power and make that decision on your own. Now, you've done all this work, you've planted the seed, and now at the current moment, it seems like a waiting period. It is the time that you're practicing your patience because you know the seed has to take time to grow into a tree or a flower. And you've already made your choices and decision. You are no longer a prisoner of your fear of other people's opinion. You have completely let go of them. Well, let go of them energetically. You know how to build a protective shield and be in your own energy, be open and trust the universe, trust the process. I think whatever you are building, it takes time. It's not instant gratification, and nor should you. This is something that's solid, that's fundamental, as deep as the root of a tree. It's going to go deep. It seems like the success is assured by the spirit. You know that by putting into the work and being patient, persevere, you will achieve your goal. There's a warning that once you achieve that success, even when you're hitting all these milestones that you set for yourself, make sure that you're grounded. Don't be carried away. Remember who you really are and why you started this journey. What you wanted to achieve. You might be wanting to help other people. You might be wanting to build that generational wealth for your family or leave a legacy. But remember your why. Don't be carried away. I think that's why a lot of people have negative connotation around rich people, because some people seem to forget why they even started this journey, but you will not, because you will remember. This Two of Wands, the waiting game card, also make me feel like you might sometimes feel like you're in limbo. You're doing the things over and over again repetitively. But know that the growth is in the detail, is in putting in the effort consistently. Every single experience and knowledge that you acquire is for your ultimate growth. And this growth is very likely to be a spiritual growth, because this card is velvet. All the velvet cards in this deck are the ones cards, they are spiritual. So you're growing. Just be patient. It is difficult, I know, because I see that even the Seven of Cups, all these opinions, even though you let them go, you've made your decision. From time to time, they still come back and creep onto you. People still cannot help themselves but give you advice because they're older, because they know better, but they're not necessarily. So be patient with yourself, be patient with the universe. When I'm studying this Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, which is by Holland, he is a world-renowned medium psychic. He said this thing over and over again, that you have to meet the universe halfway. I see that you are meeting the universe and meeting with your divine destiny by making all this effort, by making your decisions. But know that on the spirit realm, there's no time and space. In our earthly realm, in this 3D, we still experience time. Let it sink in. The spirit is working in your favor, and they're working very diligently. They even feel like they're working really, really hard for you, Pao. However, it may seem on the earthly realm that nothing is moving. But that's not true. We cannot feel it, but they're working on it. Trust. You need to trust. Trust your destiny. I wonder if you've heard of this saying that if you know you cannot make a mistake, what will you be doing today? And that's the energy that spirit wants you to be in. trust that they are working for you. I feel like your spirit is literally saying that we have given you all the signs and we're working very, very hard for you. There's really nothing else we can show you to make you trust us. It is on you, Paul, to trust. I hope this message came across to you and hit you in some way, because this is important. In your near future, it is represented by Knight of Wands. It is called the spiritual strength. In traditional tarot, Knight of Wands is a tired card. It's a guy holding all these wands. Some of them are not his to carry. They're heavy. They're weighing on them. But with this deck, though, there's a much more positive message that believe in your inner strength. You have what it takes to succeed. You need to acknowledge that. When I look at this card, the monkey in green at the back seems a bit younger than the man in front. The monk in front seems a bit older. Your spirit doesn't have an age like we as human. Maybe you're feeling like time is slipping by my fingertip and I'm getting old every day. But know that on the spirit realm, your higher self, they're still at it. They're strong. They have the courage, the discipline, the strength, the persistence to make your goal come true. It is not a time to give up. Rather, in the near future, you still have to work hard at it. You have to give it a final push to really give it your all to meet your goal, whatever you're manifesting. Know that you have the strength. So believe in that and make the effort. Keep go at it. The Knight of Wands, the spiritual strength card also show me that you have been through a lot. It is hard work. It has been heavy on you. It may even have left you a scar. But know that the spirit knowledge, your experience, every single thing that you've gone through make you wiser and stronger. You are on the way to enlightenment. But this enlightenment is very grounded in this earthly realm. Your success will still be celebrated or acknowledged on this earthly realm because you are balanced. And I don't see you becoming a monk one day, but know that you do carry that energy. You are a bit spiritual, Paul, too. You are meant to experience different things right now to enhance your experience of this lifetime, even for your soul, because everything you experience have a permanent mark left on your soul, and it's there for a purpose. It's there to make you stronger and better. So keep going at it. You are so close, but you cannot stop. You cannot stop. It's hard, I know. In the distant future, I think it is going to be a year from now or longer, you're going to see new beginnings. And this new beginnings is rather emotional. This could be a relationship that you are getting into. And it also could be you find out a new passion, you acquire a new hobby, a new interest, you have a new creative endeavor that you want to start with. This card is showing me that you need to be open to your experience. Know that in the future, you're going to feel an overflow of joy, happiness, and accomplishment, positivity flowing to you. And when I look at these cards, I notice that there are two hands and they're wearing different colors of sleeves and the fingers are different. One seems muscular with a yellow sleeve and one seems feminine with the nail color and longer fingernails with the pink sleeves. It does make me feel like there's gonna be a union that's balanced with masculine and feminine energy. This could be a relationship romantically. Now that I see that in the near past, you really had to stay in your muscular energy to persevere, to get started with what you are doing now. This card can also be telling us that in the future, you will find that balance again. You will reconnect with your feminine energy and be balanced with your yin and your yang. So ready to receive what universe has prepared for you, Pal 2. There are a lot of happiness and joy coming for you. This card may also talking about whatever you went through. For example, the stress you went through with the Knight of Wands and Seven of Cups, they're going to be over. Nothing is permanent. Even the stress, the hardship that you are going through in the past or even in the near future will come to an end one day. The only thing that's permanent in our life is change and universal love. So this is what I have for you. I think you have a lot still to work on, to persevere, to tough through, but know that at the end of the day, in the future, there's going to be love, there's going to be passion, and there's going to be endless fulfillment waiting for you. This is what I have for you. I hope it resonates. I will appreciate it if you can like this video, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you pick this image, this is your reading. Your distance past is represented by number 6, victory and success. This is equivalent to 6 of Wands. Your most recent past was 5, obstacles and challenges. This is 5 of Wands. Your current energy is represented by 19, the light, which is the Sun card. And your near future is represented by number 9, solitude, which is the Hermit card in traditional tarot. And your distant future is represented by number 5, the throat chakra. This is one of the 7 chakra cards that's unique to this tarot deck. This deck doesn't have the court cards, but instead they have 7 chakra. And the throat chakra is representing the 5th chakra. That's above the heart and below the third eye. So let's dive into your cards one by one. In your distance past with number 6, victory and success, you were celebrating some success. You were successful, you achieved your goal, you were celebrated by people, you were even looked up to by people. This card come out after 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is the energy of competition, of conflicts. It was difficult. Even in this card, you can see that despite the sun is shining through, you can still see the cloud, the dark cloud in the background. So it was a dark period. And you succeeded, you triumphed your challenges, and that's when the sun come in, and the sun was so strong that the clouds started going away. This card is showing me that you have put in the hard work to overcome a difficult situation, and you were celebrated by you and by your peer. And it seems like there was a lesson to learn in that experience. It was a teaching moment for you. At the time, it almost feel like Frank Sinatra's song, "If I Can Make It, I Can Make It Anywhere." It was referring to New York City, as if you've done that, the world is your oyster. Nothing can stop you. And it was a moment to be proud of. However, I do feel like there was some drawback at that moment. There were lessons that you needed to learn. For example, you might be egotistic at the time. You might have turned into self-centered, self-absorbed, and claim all the credit to yourself, which led to 5 of Wands of obstacles and challenge in your recent past. It almost feels like you've took 5 steps forward and 10 steps back. You felt that you were treated unfairly. It was a situation that's so bizarre, it shouldn't have happened. There were obstacles and challenges, even power struggles. There might be voices or challenges or noises from different directions to challenge your position. Or there might be something that went wrong. You thought the project was complete, but something happened and you have to reopen the case and revisit it. It just seems like you made the right decision at the time. You did not play victim. You look at your shortcomings and you work on them. You persevere the challenge. And that's how right now you're at the light energy. You are the sun right now. This is your moment to shine. You have succeeded in this difficult moment. And this shine is brighter than you ever experienced, much brighter than the 6 of Wands that's in the distance past. Some people say that the Sun card is the happiest card in the entire tarot deck. So for that card showing at your present moment, it really make me proud of you and happy because you finally come out on top. And not only this is a happy moment in your life, you are to celebrate it, to cherish it. You feel contentment, and this is a public recognition for everyone to see, for public display. It also shows me that you've grown as a person. You are not just celebrating your individual success. You recognize that along the way. You had help from other people. There was luck involved. There was right timing, circumstances. Everything came together to make your success, and you feel appreciative to your surrounding, to your environment, to your community, and also you recognize the power, divine power involved in your success. There are truths to be learned, and you have grown a lot in the recent past. With the number 19, the light card, it also showed me that you become very warm. People are attracted to you energetically. They couldn't even tell sometimes why they are so drawn to you, but they universally think that they are things they can learn from you. You are inspirational. There's no doubt that you are on a great trajectory. You are achieving amazing things in life. With the light card, it also showed me that if there were any doubt before, if there were any clouds in your situation or any lack of clarity, this time right now, because the sun is so bright, it is brightening up all your possibilities. You can see your path forward so clear. You might be becoming more confident than ever on your life purpose, on your life path, on your career path, on who you want to be with. This is a huge moment. You need to celebrate and cherish this moment forever. Take as many videos and photos as you can. Write down what you think. Start a journal. Record everything, because this is a monumental period of your time right now. Now, in the near future, your energy is represented by number 9, solitude. Solitude in the traditional tarot deck is the Harmon card. It is a one-man show. This card is showing me that in the near future, you're actually going to withdraw your energy from the public and be more in tune with yourself, with your higher self. And you're gonna shrink your circle and be a bit more selective. There are gonna be a lot fewer people in your day-to-day, but they're gonna be very high quality people. And you're surrounded by ideas and thought that will enhance your spiritual growth. You're going inward, and you're learning to pause, to be still in motion. For example, meditate. You're going to do yoga, breath work. Use all this modality to be more in tune with who you are. It's coming back to a full circle after you learning this huge lesson from the past. You realize that there's a life purpose why you're here. And I see that in the near future, you're devoting your time and energy to reflect on what had happened in your life, the lessons and the successes. And you're going to reevaluate how you want to go with your life, because possibly with the recent success, it gave you the space and resources to be in solitude, to be more removed from the chaos of the whole world. And you will use that time to discover yourself, to realign your value, know what you want, know what you don't want, and even do some study, whether to acquire a new habit or new skill, or you are learning about spirituality. You might be learning about the Akashic record too. I see that your life will be a bit more simpler than right now. Right now it's a party time. It's to celebrate, but in the near future, you're going to gradually withdraw your energy and really focusing on yourself, personal growth, and really building that dream that you are here to build. And this is going to benefit a lot of people. In the distant future, your energy is represented by number 5, the throat chakra right here. Like a lot of successful people, you might start to build your own course. This could be an online course. This could be an in-person seminar. You could become a speaker, traveling, talk about your obstacles, your actions, and how you overcome all these difficulties in your life and become so solid as you are now. You are going to share more of your experience in light of helping other people. Throat chakra is about I speak. So you're going to talk more. You may go on podcasts. You may start a YouTube channel. You're going to be communicating a lot more. And I also think this card is about your inner voice. With the solitude period you are spending on your own, you're going to be more in tune with your inner voice than ever. In the future, you may be structurally look at what you believe and what you don't believe and how all these things led you to your life in the future. And from there, you will start speaking more of your truth. And you may even ask yourself, what is stopping me from speaking my truth? What other people are thinking and telling the world may not be your truth. And I see in the future, you're going to be at a position that you're so comfortable with who you are and where you are, and you're going to share your voice. And this is because you know there are people who are your audience, because you are going to build a follower. I see that even right now with all the lights and sun energy, you are building your tribe, you're building your followers. There are going to be people who want to learn from you because they look up to you. And remember that everything ever existed started with a thought, and then someone speak it into words, or as witch says, spell, S-P-E-L-L. From that spell, it turned into action, and eventually we bring results to the 3D world. I see that you are going through that process in the future. You are building things through your words, through your knowledge. And you will be communicating whatever you learn from the divine, from your life experience, even from past life, to the general public in hope of helping everyone. Power 3. You're going through quite a journey, and I'm so excited for you because right now you're celebrating this huge success. There's so much more that you can do and you can offer. Your future is about sorting out the good content and material and make it into a form that you can communicate to the mass. This is what I have for you, Power 3. I hope it makes sense. I will appreciate it if you can like this video, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Bye.